Finally, they tweeted the English version. All right, started from the beginning. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. That's a okay. That's the blue. Oh my. Okay, strike animations. Okay, okay. Tackle. What? Is that a green? Oh my. Wait. Ooh. Oh my. Hold. Bro. I can't really be that loud right now because got some people sleeping, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really be that loud. But dude. So that's a blue card for sure. That's a blue card. That's dealing. No, that's a green card. That's a green card because he chains into that. Okay, so that's a green card. The confetti, that's a green card. That's a blue card. Yeah, that's definitely a blue card. And then that's the ultimate. Okay. Okay. Okay, I was thinking the blue card was a green card, but no. The confetti with the fist in the abs is a green card, a comboable green card. And then the blue card is just a Big Bang Kamehameha. And the ultimate is obviously, you know what it is. But that, yeah, I'm guessing that's the cover change right there. I'm guessing that's it. So he can't, it doesn't look like he knocks him back. It's very similar to Ultra Goku, to where he just dodges it and that's it. So yeah, he does cover change on blast art, so that's pretty good. So he puts the finger up, instant transmission, elbow to the face. Oh my, the way he freaking roars, dude. Oh my freaking gosh. It's so crispy. And then yeah, similar to Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta with that. All right, we're moving on to that. Looking at his kit. So, Legends Limited Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Element Green. Defense. Now, this is literally what Fusion Warriors needs and needed. The banners are going to be dropping within a day from now. So, just, you know, an FYI, a day from now, they are going to be dropped, or maybe less than a day from now, by the time this video gets uploaded. So, as we all know, type green Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. Now I have to get used to saying that because now we have 2 Super Saiyan 2 Keflas. Happy about that for sure. So, type green Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. She is a tank. I have her 14 stars. And I even have defensive equipment on her. Even with her being 14 stars, having that defensive equipment, she still can't tank. She cannot tank whatsoever. She's able to deal out so much damage, but she can't take any of it back. And with this guy being green, not only is he going to be a second option for that color, but he's also a defense type, which not only means that he's going to be able to tank more than Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, but he's also fulfilling that defense role. He is a viable defense typing. The most viable one we have right now is the free-to-play type red base form Vegito, and you have other units that are not defense units and they have higher defenses with him. So this guy for sure is definitely going to be welcome. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. Plus 60% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. Reduces the next damage sustained by 50%. The bad thing about that is you can just tap attack him and he'll lose that. So that is kind of a bad thing right there. Nullifies abnormal conditions. That is great. Applies the following effects itself when this character enters the battlefield. Restores ki by 30. Plus 50% to damage inflicted. Reduces damage received by 30%. Nullifies attribute downgrades for 15 timer counts. Activates twice. nullifies unfavorable element factors for damage sustained. So all around, he is the defense unit that we need. Obviously, he's getting damage inflicted, but don't expect to be hitting huge numbers with him at all. With him, obviously being defense unit, he's going to be able to finally fulfill that role. So he's going to be able to take 50% to damage inflicted for tagging in, and then getting under the 30%, so making it 80%. And if they have any negative element factors towards you where they try to remove your sustained damage cut, it's not gonna affect you at all for three times. So if they try to rush you, yeah, that's like that. You got 80% to sustain damage cut or reduced damage received. So that is very, very good. He is definitely going to be a defense unit that's going to be welcome to Fusion Warriors. Looking at his second page right here, obviously he has the cover change against strike or blast. Wow, okay, it's strike and blast. So he shares that with Ultra Instinct Sign Goku, where he does this for strike and blast, but only for 2 times. While this character is on the battlefield, it applies the following effects itself when causing a character with revives when health reaches 0. Effect to revive. Restores health by 20%. Increases Dragon Balls by 2. Wow, that is the first time they're ever introducing something like this. So when I'm guessing his ultimate nullifies endurance. So when he ends up, while this character is on the battlefield, applies the following effects to self when causing a character with a revives when health reaches 0 effect to revive. So when he causes a unit with endurance to pop their endurance, he restores health by 20 and increases his Dragon Balls by 2. So they can have 3 regeneration units with endurance, and you can restore up to 60% of your health and get 2 Dragon Balls. Wow. That is pretty freaking good. Because you have Topo from Universe of Alpha Saga. Who else do you have that is I can't really think of anyone else, but regardless, that is good. And then at 2 stars, he's going to be buffing GT with, I'm assuming, base strike and blast defense. Or maybe it'll just be one of the defenses. And then at 3 stars, he'll be buffing Fusion Warriors. So it's very similar to Vegito Blue. At 2 stars, he buffed Future, and then at 3 stars, he buffed Fusion Warriors. So it's the same thing with this guy, except obviously he's buffing GT first since that's where he's from. An impressively strong character with both firepower and defense. Honestly, I don't expect him to be doing as much damage at all. His ultimate is definitely going to be the thing to look out for. However, that's going to be the only thing. I'm not expecting his blast or strike damage to be anything compared to someone like Zenkai Gogeta. That he's definitely not going to be like that. Nonetheless, like I said, it's great to have a defense unit for Fusion Warriors. We now have a second option for the color green, and he's going to be able to tank a lot more than Kepler. Great decision if you want to summon on this banner. And now I want to discuss the current lineup for Fusion Warriors. So as we know, we are also getting a color purple Super Saiyan Blue Vegito and a type red Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. As you can see here, Zenkai 7 Super Saiyan Gogeta is the color red, which means that Super Saiyan 2 Kefla is going to be a secondary option for the color red, as well as seeing as how this free-to-play Vegito does have the potential, or he will get his Zenkai. However, the question is just when is he going to be the next free-to-play unit to receive his. Now, we have 3 options. Well, we'll have 3 options. So Zenkai Super Saiyan Gogeta. We also have Transforming Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. And then we'll have Type Red Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. So you'll be able to run a red-green variant. However, if you don't have Super Saiyan Gogeta Zenkai up, then you'll be able to run the Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla instead of him. For yellow, you have Gogeta Blue and that transforming yellow Vegito. For the color blue, you have Super Saiyan Blue Vegito and you have the transforming Super Saiyan Gogeta from the Broly movie receiving his Zenkai. If you look at the video and you watch back, Toshi confirms that he's going to be getting his Zenkai. It's just a matter of when. Who knows? He might get his on Tuesday. I think it's been 2 weeks now since the last Zenkai, if I'm not mistaken. And it's going to be 3 months since the last LF Zenkai. So Super Saiyan Vegito does have the possibility of being the next one. Wouldn't be surprised at all. So like I said, that transforming Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta is going to receive his Zenkai Awakening. Without a doubt, it really is just a matter of when. He's going to be the next one for sure. It's just going to be a matter of when, because they are making that event tailored towards him. They did the same thing with Super Saiyan Gogeta, Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku, where they make a special event for them to where you can get Z Power and the Platinum equipment. So what this means is Fusion Warriors has the potential of getting a Platinum equipment. So, for example, when that event for Super Saiyan 4 Goku dropped for his Zenkai, he got that story event, and GT got the Platinum equipment. So we could be seeing a Platinum equipment, not for, that transforming Super Saiyan Gogeta, but a Platinum equipment for just Fusion Warriors, where the only tag required to equip it is Fusion Warriors. So that's definitely going to be something very, very nice to be getting for us Fusion Warrior mains. For purples, obviously, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, he's going to be taking the spot of Super Saiyan Vegito for a while. I assume that this Super Saiyan Vegito is going to be receiving his Zenkai during the middle of June, or maybe during the second or third part of the 30th anniversary. It would only make sense have Super Saiyan Vegito fulfill his spot for maybe a month or two, half a month, and then that's when we get LF Super Saiyan Vegito. Once again, and it would make sense because this guy is turning 2 years old. He was one of the first LF, so it is about time considering the fact that they decided to Zenkai LF Piccolo. This guy is kind of inching closer and closer. They're definitely not going to Zenkai the LF Goten because he buffs Sun Family. And as we all know, Zenkai LF Gohan is on that team, and that team is broken, so they don't deserve any Zenkais for a long time. So we only have one right now. And realistically, when the banners drop, we will have Zenkai Gogeta. So this will be the lineup. Zenkai Gogeta, free-to-play Vegito for the defense, transforming yellow Vegito or Gogeta Blue. You have Vegito Blue, and then maybe like a week from now, Zenkai transforming Super Saiyan Gogeta. Purple Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. And then for your green, you have LF Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And that's pretty much what seems to be the premium Fusion Warrior lineup. However, if you are a free-to-play player, this is what I would do. If you're a free-to-play player and you have less than 20k CC, because that's the case with me, summon on the banners, on the banner that's going to have Kefla and Vegito Blue, because the last thing you want to do is chase in left. Do not chase it. I did that once, and it was a very stupid decision of mine. I did it with Ultra Instinct Side Goku. I had 35,700 Chrono Crystals, and it took me 18,000 to get one single copy. And I literally spent everything. I spent the 35k, and I only got one copy of UI Sign. So think about that. I spent 35,700 and I only got one single copy of UI. And the step up system has gotten worse. So don't try to chase in to the left. If, once again, you are a Fusion Warrior main, summon for Vegito Blue and Kefla first. Once you do that, and you're like, okay, I have them, now I can just use multi-Z power for them, then I have no problem with you going for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But I would really urge you to not go for a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta right away. Because once you don't get them within like 15k, then you're pretty much going to be fully committed to spending every single 1k more you get. And Fusion Wars is looking to be in a pretty good spot. Like, it really is. The future of Fusion Warriors is looking really, really, really good. I'd say by the time Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, Zenkai transforming Super Saiyan Gogeta, LF Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and LF Super Saiyan Vegito Zenkai, all those units, all those Zenkais release, Fusions will literally be, I'd say, like top 3 teams in the game. Only competitors being like androids, because androids, you have Android 18, she does extra damage towards Saiyans, and then you have Saiyans, and they just have a lot of options. They have 2 LF Zenkais. Those are both really, really good. They have a bunch of non-Zenkai options and Zenkai options for pretty much each color. You can run blue, purple variants of each one. So it's just extremely looking bright for Fusion Warriors, because once again, less than a day from now, we will receive the Super Saiyan 2 Kefla and Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, along with LF Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, she is the color red. She's a melee type. When entering the battlefield, she increases damage inflicted, reduces damage received, increases ki recovery. That's simply for entering the battlefield. That is obviously good. Once again, she is able to reduce damage received, which is something the other Kefla currently just, can't do. She increases ki recovery, which is nice, and every time she uses a strike or a blast art, she restores her own ki. Very similar to Vegito Blue. Each time he uses a strike, he restores 5 ki. I assume the same thing is going to be with her. She restores 5 ki. Increases damage inflicted, activates once. So she is adept at both strike and blast. I assume that her stats are going to be super similar. Like, I guess the only thing separating her strike and blast damage is going to be her having like uniques to where they're more tailored toward her strikes. So maybe it's like every time she uses a strike art, she restores ki and gets plus 10% to strike damage inflicted. But for blast, all she does is restore ki. So I think that's going to be why she's tailored more towards a melee type. Every time own attack is evaded with a vanishing step, she increases the damage inflicted and restores her vanishing gauge. It activates twice. She randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or less, and it activates twice. So if you force someone to vanish, it's going to restore you damage inflicted and your gauge. Hopefully it's going to be more than like 50% maybe. I'd say that's pretty good. And you're going to be able to draw the card twice. So 2 things there. That's pretty good. She doesn't have, if she had blast armor strikes, oh my gosh, she would be like Z tier. But she only has blast armor on her ultimate. So that's the way like they nerfed her right there. Applies buff effect, nullifies enemy special actions that activate when changing cover to self with main ability. That sucks. That's the only thing that sucks right there. Is I'm guessing it's gonna be restricted too. So it's unlike Gogeta Blue where you just tag in and boom, you have 10 timer counts to yourself. Nah, you're only gonna be able to pop it off when you pop your main ability. And I'm guessing they're gonna restrict it even further by only having it available for like 30 counts, and that's it. But she's looking really good. She is definitely looking to be ran either alongside Zenkai Super Saiyan Gogeta, be Zenkai buffed by Zenkai Super Saiyan Gogeta, or if you don't have Zenkai Gogeta, then she'll definitely fulfill that spot really, really, really well. We have Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, type Purple, ranged. Now, as we all know, fusions were primarily strike based. Now we're primarily strike based. But with this guy being ranged and also the Zenkai or the upcoming Zenkai transforming Super Saiyan Gogeta, that's actually going to be pretty good because I'm pretty sure that this guy will hold 2 blasts considering that he is ranged, and then I think the transforming Super Saiyan Gogeta also holds 2 blasts, so that's going to be pretty good if these guys are both range types, because then you'll have just one more unit until you can run a blue purple setup. Obviously you can use Super Saiyan Blue Vegito right there too, so that's a possibility. But introducing new range types, it is good because then we aren't just restricted to having a melee type ran fusion warrior team, because it does get pretty bad when you have someone who locks your strikes like Zenkai Majin Buu or Tournament of Power transforming Ultimate Gohan, because that dude, they lock your strikes and you're stuck. So he increases own damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled, reduces damage received, and -10 to blast arts cost when battle starts. That's good. So he's going to be able to tank a little bit. Increases allied tag fusion warrior, damage inflicted, and key recovery when this character is switched to standby. So that's a nice little unique. It seems to be a little bit supportive too, which is always welcome because Fusion Warriors doesn't have a support type either. So we're getting a defense type and a little bit of a support type within this Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. When this character enters the battlefield, he increases the next blast arts damage inflicted and draws a random card when you have 3 or fewer cards. So obviously, Kefla and this Vegito share this similarity. When they have 3 or fewer cards, they're going to draw a random one. It could potentially come in real handy if you draw a green and you want to use like blast armor, because this guy has blast armor in his green, so that's really freaking good. When special arts is activated, restores own key and increases arts card draw speed and inflicts enemies with no switching. If anything, I'd say it's just going to be for like 5 timer counts at the very most, because this guy's restoring, because it has blast armor, it restores key, it gives you card draw speed, and it won't let you switch. So I think it's only going to be like 5 timer counts at the most of you not being able to switch, and that's it. On hit, reduces enemies' Dragon Balls by 1 and destroys all of your enemies' special arts cards. So yeah, I'm with that. Like, even on top of that, this guy, just that alone is really, really, really good. So I expect this guy to only have the no switching debuff for 5 timer counts, because if it's longer than 5 timer counts, oh, that is gonna be freaking P. But hey, I wouldn't complain if it was, though. I'm gonna be honest, I really wouldn't complain if it was. That's really good. He pops the green, he restores key, increases arts card draw speed, no switching, reduces your Dragon Ball by 1, and destroys your special arts cards. And all you need to do is pull him once, and he's already buffing Fusion Warriors. And that's really good, because the Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, all you have to do is put in 100 Z power, and that all that takes is 3 days of hyperdimensional co-op. Boom, you got her 3 stars, and now she's buffing Fusion Warriors with her Z ability. And this guy, all you have to do is pull him once, boom, he's already buffing Fusion Warriors. So that's why I'm saying, with these guys, someone on this banner, right, pull the both of them. Once you do, then go all in, no stop, on Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I'm going to be doing the exact same thing. Once I pull these guys once, I'm going to go straight for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Anyways, make sure you stay tuned. I'm going to be posting a bunch of videos. I'm in Fusion Warriors, so I'm going to make a buttload of videos of showcasing both Vegito, Gogeta, and Kefla on multiple variations of Fusion Warrior teams. I'm obviously also going to be posting my summon video on it, as well as a breakdown of their kits and the data mines that we're going to be receiving later on today. So just a bunch of videos coming up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. You're not going to regret it. I wish I could scream right now, but once again, I got to stay quiet. I actually have a blanket over my head to reduce the echo by like a million levels. So that's why I'm talking. That's why it sounds like I'm talking pretty loud right now. But the blanket is covering up the loudness of me right now. Anyway, stay tuned for any and all videos coming up. Subscribe.